Hello, 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 hello. What is up, everyone? Welcome to tonight's bonus stream. Yep, that's right. You heard me right. Bonus stream, because it is a bonus stream, because Fridays aren't on the schedule. I'll be updating the schedule soonish, I guess. So tonight we are playing more Or Kingdom with the adventures of Faceook Adventures, because what else do we do here, ma'am? How's things are here? We have adventures. Before we begin, as always, Alexa, tell us an interesting fact. Those are interesting facts about cloudy cities and everything. So, like I said, tonight we are streaming for Kingdom. The plan is Trader Highlands, and then one of the three areas that come next, which would be Obvious Woods, Vianto or Sarsing Desert. I have a wheel on the other screen that's debating what we'll do then and when we get to that point. So hopefully we can do both areas all in one night. And like beforehand, I have gotten headaches, but I feel okay. But if something starts to come on, I do want to make sure that I do keep myself in line and checked and, healthy and stuff. Kind of why I stopped streaming. That's kind of why I stopped having a stream schedule for a while, and then I came up to having a stream schedule again. Because I was more used to work thing, and then I'm going to be now changing it up again a bit. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say except for let's continue with some, or Kingdom. So, this question, we're gonna just have that one. I should have prepared this part first, but I didn't think that far ahead. 'Cause I'm not used to thinking. Actually, that's a lie. I do think a lot, but preparing before stream? Ha! Nonsense. Who do you think I am? but I can't agree with your soldiers' methods. They are different from ours, and we don't have the time to take care of you. Battle is our one true calling, and protecting of the people is our responsibility. How come you don't want to join forces? Are we not good enough for you or something? I keep telling you, my people are familiar with the terrain and are skilled in guerrilla tactics. Your subordinates will only understand standard battles and won't cooperate with us at all. Robinson turns and slightly surprised to see you standing there. As you can see, I'm trying to busy make sense of this guy. I can't figure out how his mind works. If you want to know what's going on around here, you may well investigate it on your own for now. I gotta get through this guy first. You are about to ask some local hunters about the current news. That when you overhear them talking about the church. This is an outrage. The church won't even send us a single Templar. They sent a squad leader. A single squad leader. Do we really mean so little to the church? You're right, how dare they? Do they think it's easy defending our village with those huge giants? Maybe the Templars just haven't turned up yet. I really hope they're on their way. You try asking the local woman about the village of the current situation. It's common knowledge that the giants are incredibly tough. We are lucky to have the Jones family taking the lead in the battle against battling them. Absolutely, with them around, I even feel safe with my son going off into battle alongside them. Maybe he'll learn a thing or two about responsibility. Alright, let's go talk to Kara. You were just about to ask that old lady about the current situation of the Hunters Mountains village, but it seems she is so concerned with the village that you didn't even need to ask her. Oh, are you a traveler? I'm sorry, but we won't be able to sell you. Any food here. We can hardly afford to eat it ourselves lately. You approach the older lady and tell her that you would like to really understand their situation and help them out if you can manage. Oh my dear, you just arrived, haven't you? I'll try to explain what our problem is. Once again, we're having a disagreement with the giants over the giants who get used to a certain hunting ground. Unfortunately, we could not reach a civil agreement, and are now at war. Naturally, all hunters want to fight and defend our hunting grounds. However, no one is hunting for food. We are having a severe shortage right now. Seeing Kara's request so upset, you ask if there's any way you can help out with the food collection. It'd be nice if you could help, but you look so weak and skinny. You saying I ain't tough? You saying I ain't tough? Kara looks you up and down, trying to discern your abilities from your looks alone. But if you really want to help, maybe you can hunt down some toucans and bring back some fresh meat. They're right outside the village. Don't strain yourself. Last thing we need is someone else to care for. Okay, Aiko, get your butt out here. One toucan load. Alright. No toucan meat there. Toucan meat! Thanks, Gerson. deliver a few pounds of toucan meat to Kara and ask what else you can do to help. Whoa, how did you get so much toucan meat? What, all by yourself? Maybe you're not so weak after all. Kara looks surprised but extremely happy to see all the toucan. I can't believe it. You're an excellent hunter. As good as any of us out there, that's for sure. Maybe I'm really getting old if I can't accurately size up one of you youngsters anymore. I could certainly use your continued help if you're willing. Even though Kara's words say she believes you still feeling that you're being tested. I've been putting it off for too long, so I wanted to try this while I'm still young and alive and kicking. I'd really like to try my hands at raising a toucan on my own, so we can sustain ourselves in times of trouble. Our current situation at a prime example. Do you think you can manage to bring back some toucan eggs as well as a live toucan mother to hatch them? It would really mean a lot to me, but the entire village. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is totally fine. Oh, it's Oh, I was supposed to hook a toucan, but I can kill this toucan. I said hook this toucan. Now it's time to get the egg. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Boom. If anyone thinks the music is still loud, just let me know. You carefully hand over the warm toucan eggs to Kara, as well as one live and kicking toucan mother. Kara's lights lit up in the light, and the years seemed to fade away from her. At last, my very own toucan. You're quite gifted, you know. Gentle yet cunning. You'll make a great, remarkable hunter. I'm an evocative guy, and that's what I used to be. Okay, maybe not choose, but I was destined for this life. Thanks to all your kindness and skill, I no longer have to fret about our food supplies. Let's relax a while and have a chat, Nitavia. Kara smiles contentedly and looks completely relaxed for the first time. Tell me, what brought you all the way to this small village of hunters? Not exactly a suitable place for a young person such as yourself to move up in the world. You tell Kara about what happened to the Zelshut mines of the Shadow Knight. When you revealed that the church had asked for your help in pursuit of the Shadow Knight, her eyebrows raised. So you're not just some ordinary youngster, are you? And a boy of Gaia, as I live and breathe. Kara looks at you in awe. All your achievements are quite impressive to her. I would love to help out. I think I have an idea how. Kara takes the pendant around her neck and hands it to you. Here, take this to my son, Dalton, and tell him that I want you to help investigate. He'll know what to do. You approach Dalton and hand him Kara's present. unsure what to expect. How did you get this? My mother just gave it to you? How odd. This is our most treasured family heirloom. She must have a reason. Dalton seems to find in this very hard to believe. My mother always has been a good judge of character, so I can't help but to trust her. Our situation is a bit complicated though. Dalton looks uncertain about what to do. As you know, we're currently at war with the Giants. Even though Robinson is desperately wants to help, his battle tactics just won't work here. He won't accept that fate. From Dalton's tone of voice, you can tell that he believes there's no possibility of a partnership between the two. Have you heard what Dalton says? He still won't join forces with my soldiers. I will not fail my assignment, so I will guard this village no matter what. I'd rather help the villagers out in their battles with the Giants, but if they won't let me, Robinson looks increasingly frustrated with the situation. You pat Robinson on the shoulder and tell him that you may have another source of information about the Shadow Knight. Oh, I see. Well, you better get going and talk to Dalton then. We'll continue to guard the village here, I guess. I certainly won't sit idly. If Dalton doesn't want our help, I won't interfere until he changes his mind. If he changes his mind, but that won't stop me from gathering intel on these Giants, from any source I can imagine. If you want to be useful, let me see what tasks need to do it. Dalton flips through a notebook. Aha! The hunters based at the New Moon hunting ground could use a resupply of drinking water, but I have a better idea than just water. Something more useful than for the intense work going on out there. When you're on your way to the New Moon hunting ground, you'll encounter strange creatures, the honey cacti. These plant creatures are filled with delicious juice that can not only quench his thirst, but increase stamina and hasten the healing process. Here, you should take this letter of introduction to Drake so that they don't mistake you for another one of Robin's pesky soldiers. Do I look like a soldier? Dude, I fight in a dress. And I have food in my mouth, always. You take the letter and nod. Juicing the cactus should be simple enough. And you also have a prime opportunity to see what it's like on the front lines. I hope I don't have to remind you that there's a fierce battle out there, Nightavia. Watch your back. One sap, two sap. Nope, not sap this time. Got the sap that time. While explaining your situation, hand drink the letter and cactus sap you have collected. Ah, so Dalton sold you, huh? A supply run? Excellent. I'm sure I'm sure you just had showed up here to be useless. Forgive me, stranger. Cactus sap, eh? Good stuff. Let me see that letter. Whoa! The old lady's recommendation. You must have really impressed her. Do you even know who Kara is around here? Taken back by Drake's shocked expression, you answer that Kara seems to be the local chef. A chef! Ha! Kara's the best hunter in her youth. Not even my father can match her skills. And he still can't. She's the most respected elder in the whole village. Could you really be as good as she says? You don't look so... Never mind. I guess I'll give it to you. I'll get you up to speed on our situation here. Most of the hunters are here part of the second squad. We just got through with a fierce battle against the giants. Those giants, they're immersively powerful. So in a couple minutes, we knew we were probably outmatched. We had done everything we could to simply survive the attack, Drake sighed. The reason I asked for the chief's help, I expect that the church would send soldiers as backup, but instead it seems they sent us to you, alone. Drake seems a bit disappointed. From what Drake is saying, it's clear that the battle between the hunters and the giants is quite unbalanced. I wonder if one of our hunting band leaders, Tanner Jones, has gotten near the giants' camp yet. Because of this instance, I think there's no way we could possibly lose, but you know what? But if you know us now, we're just a sorry bunch. But no time for sulking. This cactus sap is a great help around here. While I'm distributing it amongst the hunters, I would like to ask you to help me quickly have a quick patrol around the perimeter. Okay, I'll patrol. Alright. Did you find anything out there? You tell Drake that you saw an army of giants on the march towards the camp. It won't take long before they arrive. What? No! We're finished! There's no way we can take a force that large in our weakened estate. You and Drake hear the horn and drum and the trolls. They're here! What do? We gotta think quick. Drake is increasingly anxious. You survey your surroundings, but see the injured struggling to their feet, preparing for what could be the final battle. You tell Drake that you will fight the trolls by yourself and pull everyone back to prepare for the worst. Nitavia, those cyclops aren't some bothersome animals on the edge of the town. Can't you see? Do you really think you could take care of them by yourself? What do you mean? Master is never alone when I'm around. Merrily nods at you. Merrily, it's Ayako who's always usually summoned? You nod at Merrily. It seems like Merrily is with you always. Your bond has grown and stronger over time. Alright, I hope you know what you're doing. Don't push yourself too hard. We still might be able to retreat. I got this. It doesn't see much of the fighting anyways, so it's fine if...
Welcome to the wonderful world of classic background music, streaming to you live from Los Angeles, California. The music comes from our Seaberg 1000, a background music system that was in popular use from the 1960s to the 1980s. We present the finest live background music available in the world from our extensive and varied music library. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
There we go. I forgot to see what Aiko was saying before. She just kind of appeared. While you return to the camp, tell Drake of your success over the first wave of giants. You can already hear his excited voice calling your name. Unbelievable! To think a single person just defeated an army of giants all alone. I'm speechless. That was just amazing. Drake can hardly believe his eyes. Your skill in battle are something he's never seen. Even though you did manage to beat them all, I noticed something odd about them. Their technique looked more honed and organized. They also seemed somehow stronger than last time. How could this be? Something's wrong about all of this. Drake calls another experienced hunter to console with him on the issue, trying to find a way that could explain the giant's sudden increase in scale. After careful discussion and consideration, we think we have the answer. Drake looked around at the other hunters, awaiting their agreement. They all nod. The battle between us and the hunters and the giants has lasted for many generations. We know the giants like our back of our own hands, and something has changed, Nitavia. There's something strange about their weaponry. Somehow these weapons are making the giants much more powerful than before. We're certain. Nitavia, you need to take the weapons from the giants so that we can expect them. And maybe then we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, let's go. One weapon, 2 weapons, 3 weapons. That was easy. You hand the weapons you acquire from the giants to Drake. Drake calls out from the camp, "Fellow hunters, the weapons are here. Let's figure out what's going on." This looked nothing out of the ordinary. All the hunters began to talk at once, frantically trying to come up with an answer. While the hunters argue, you can focus on the weapons and begin to feel a slight energy emanating from it. Thinking back, you realize this feels similar to the miracle stones you found in Desolate Mines. You interrupt the commotion and tell them what you believe is the source. Miracle stones? You mean the stuff mined in the Desolate? The hunters grew quiet. All of them seem to be considering this new information. Nitavia, this is an excellent idea. I'm not certain if it is correct. In my experience with the miracle stones, I've never seen it look or feel quite like these weapons. There is a simple test that we can perform on the weapons to prove once and for all what it is, or what is not, made of miracle stones. Nitavia, the hunters and I know how to make special regiments to carry out this test. We will need proper containers which to mix it. One made out of ox horn. Drake pauses for a moment, trying to recall the best location to procure such an item. You'll have to travel to the hunting fields. There you will find the oxen you need to hunt for their horns. The horns has to be hollow, so make sure you find the ones that will work. Everyone is hard at work trying to make the regiment, aren't they? Adrian smiles while he watches his fellow villagers work. They're so busy and focused on what they don't even realize they haven't eaten since early this morning. Typical men of our village, never complaining even if they are hungry. Adrian continues to watch the hunters and turns his attention to you. Well, we can't let them go hungry, can we? I would like to cook us up a nice meal for our men here. Would you be willing to help out, Nitavia? Area? You nod. The hunters are beginning to look weary. Maybe a good meal will help them recover. Excellent. I'll be needing some oxen or roaming in the field. You have experience in hunting them, yes? Bring back some beef and chuck and tenderloin. Those will make a nice meal for us all. In case you weren't sure. In case you weren't sure which is which, Adrian mentions the parts of the body cuts of beef. I mean, I also need to get horns too, so. Completing both quests. Oh! My inventory is full. Okay, I have 2 chances here. Oh, I don't have backpack slots. Right. Wait, we have... I have to do this just to get some space in my inventory here. That's good to start. Let's see what this looks like before we get rid of it. Looks cute, but not what we're going for. Also, I equals only level 45, so. Let's fix that real quick. Yep, she's level 49 now. That. Let's do this too. Get these ready to go. So. And these two. There we go. Now we can deal with the horn. You got it first try. Cool. You hand Drake the hollow horns that you found while hunting oxen. That hardly took any time at all. Some of the oxen out there must be getting old and slow. We're still waiting on the regiment to be ready. When we finally begin testing, Drake watches the other hunters frantically work to create the regiment as fast as possible and let out a little chuckle. You hand all of the meat you collected to Adrian. Ha! Did you see the looks on their faces? Look at that meat, looking at that meat like starving animals. They can hardly even focus on their work anymore with the prospect of food coming up. Adrian laughs while the other huntmen seem embarrassed. They lower their heads and try to get back to work. If not for you, who knows how long these silly hunters would go hungry. They're all too busy to say it right now, but we all thank you for your help with hunting. We'll prepare some nice dishes from this meat coming right up. Yeah, level 50. Boom. We'll grab... Okay. Ah, it's ready. The regiment is ready. Out of my way. Don't look this over. Don't knock this over. Drake frantically shouts and rushes over to you with the finished regiment. Drake pours the regiment into the hollow horn. Then he puts the crumbled stuff from the giant weapons into the liquid. That should do it. Once he puts the stone into the regiment, all you have to do is wait for the result. It never takes this long, though. You ask Drake if he knows what went wrong. Normally, you can expect this fairly quickly results, just from a few fragments of stone, but it seems to be working with this type. We may need to add a few more fragments than usual, as well, and add a catalyzer to facilitate the reaction. We don't usually carry such a thing with us in the field, though. Notavia, as we need to report to the chief anyways, you might as well take this back to the village. Here, add the rest of these stone fragments to the regiment. Then go to the village and talk to the chief. Maybe he can figure out the problem we're having. Okay, whatever. This is just some stuff that we're not gonna deal with right now. That side quest stuff I'll take care of after. Tell him that what transpired. Delta, without any words, adds the castle to the regiment. So many things have been going on wrong lately. I'm glad my mother put her trust in me. Without your help out there, Drake and the others would have... Don't trail off, I know. The regiment is finally beginning to react. A bit slower than usual, but it turned green. Dallin looks towards the northwest. This stone. There's no doubt that originates from the beast statue altar. Uncertain about what the significance is, you ask Dallin to explain. This regiment turns a different color depending on the source of the stone originally formed. The green coloration indicates the presence of armor dynamitonin. Excellent. These beasts are only found living near the beast altar statue in the northwest. The stone is most certainly from the beast statue altar. I'm afraid this doesn't help us. This is a fairly standard material used by the giants in their weapon craft. You nod, but you still can't help but feel certain familiar with this stone. These must be similar to the ones from Desolate Mines. Melee suddenly speaks up. Could it be the cube of Gaia itself? The reason the miracle stones have the power is because of the cube. If the cube was used on this type of stone, then maybe it would have a similar effect. If Merely is right, that could mean the Shadow Knight is nearby, perhaps at the beast statue altar. I'm not entirely sure what you're getting at, but recently some hunters were attacked by gigantic creatures while they were near the beast statue altar. This group was led by Roger Jones, a trustworthy hunter. The attack was brutal, if I remember correctly. You recall that this attack was the one that the church especially wanted you to investigate. This can't be a coincidence. Certainly you can find some sort of important clues here. I sent a team of hunters led by Wyatt to investigate. If you are heading there, you should meet up. I'll surely be sending along a supply of camp into that area. As long as you're going that way, you should clear the roads as many fuzzy cactoids as possible to make sure these areas are safe for travel. Alright, let's go. Let's go, fuzzy cactoids! Also, let's gather fruit. Okay. And last one. There we go. Let's go talk to Wyatt. You're Nitavia, right? Weren't you the one over at the new moon hunting grounds? Is everything alright? Wyatt suddenly looks extremely panicked. You explain to Wyatt what's been going on and why Delton has sent you. Thank goodness, I was beginning to fear for the worst. I'm glad to hear that Drake and the rest are safe. That's great, good news. Thanks for the update. Delton sent me and my team here with Roger Jones' group. But as you can see, there's none of us. But there's no one here but us. I have an idea where they've gone. They haven't left any markings that we usually use to communicate at times like this. Things keep getting worse and worse around here. Wyatt nervously looks around. I intended to go deeper into the altar by now, but something's got the Dimlins all riled up. If we get near them, they'll attack in a frenzy. If you want to go further, then to potentially find Roger, we'll have to deal with the armored Troldons first. I can see words. I'm good at words. You nod to Wyatt and offer your assistance, certain that you can handle the Dimetromon problem quickly. I did not mean that with the item all there. Sure, why not? Take out the elite monster while we're at it. Achievement! Phew, have we won? You're not doing any of the battling. Nah. You ain't strong. Just aim and shoot. Yeah, that's the secret. Just point and pew pew pew! You report back to Wyatt, letting him know that the Dimetromon issue is resolved. Now I see why Kara put so much faith in you, Nitavia. Wyatt smiles, quite impressed. Let's discuss our next move of earning the altar and Roger. The altar here is a territory of the Albions. We have no quarrel, but they are still very strict about intruders. My advanced scouts have sent reports of a group outside of the gathering near the altar. They seem to be moving boxes inside, setting up some kind of operation. This is likely why the Dimetrons are so displeased. They are being forced out of their dwelling. We must find out what's going on with these strangers, Nitavia. You're fast and highly skilled. Do what you think you can. Do you think you can sneak in and examine the boxes? Yes, because they're not going to care about the girl on the Pegasus. No one suspects anything. Yeah, we're good. We're never here. one of the stone pieces you found in the box. What? Just a bunch of stones. Why would they be moving around a bunch of stones? Wyatt frowns, pondering the meaning of this. You suddenly remember the huge amount of miracle stones the Shadow Knights stole from the Desolate Mine. Could it be these stones, combined with the power of the Key of Gaia, were affecting everything in the area? I've heard that weapons forged of miracle stones increase the potential of those who wield it. But we don't have miracle stones in this area. What's going on around here? How could our ordinary stones become even remotely like miracle stones? The Shadow Knight has stolen the legendary Cube of Gaia from the Desolate Mine. He knows how to wield its power in such a way that it could change everything around him. Obviously, Mirrorly is right. The Shadow Knight has been here and has used the Cube of Gaia to alter the altar. But why? The Shadow Knight's true plans are still a lot mystery to you, but at least you're feeling you're getting closer to the truth. After a long pause, Wyatt finally speaks. So it's true, the Shadow Knight is really here. Octavia, if these invaders are the Shadow Knight's henchmen, do you think you could find some clues as to his plans for them? You nod in agreement with Wyatt. It's true that it would be the most direct way, even though it would cause a lot of commotion. Then it's so. You will go do what you can about those evil minions, and while my team continues to look for Roger. If you need my help, feel free to ask me. We got the map so easily. The first guy I decided to beat up. Nice. Actually, not really beat up because I'm going pew 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 at them. I'm shooting my guns at them. My awesome guns. Okay, time to talk to Wyatt again. You show Wyatt the map you found off of one of the marchers, hoping that he can tell you what region it depicts. This is a map of Candio Marsh. Could that be the Shadow Knight's point of attack? Oh, he already attacked. Boy, I've already done that part. You instantly recall the Grand Bishop's warning about the Shadow Knight's influence has reached not only Trader Highlands but Candio Marsh as well. Before you can ask Wyatt more questions, you notice the deep worry expression in his face. The other hunters in his team begin to nervously approach him. Wyatt, sir, we have to make our next move soon. Should we team up and rescue Rajik or go help the other hunters first? Whatever decision we make, we have to act soon before it's too late. Not sure if we have skills to rescue Roger on our own. He's completely surrounded. Even so, I'm worried about how long he'll be able to last out there alone. Clearly, some new information about Roger and his companion hunters have risen. You ask Wyatt to update you on the current situation. After we separated, the other hunters and I snuck into the altar in search of Roger. Little did we know, the Avlians were holding one of their worship rituals. I think I saw a man trapped near the altar. I can't be sure, since Roger is missing, he could be captured by this group of Avlians. This news brought to life. You offer to aid your assistance in this rescue. I was hoping you'd say that, Natavia. I've already worked out a plan. We'll separate into groups. One group will provide a distraction to the avians while the other sneak to rescue Roger. I'll think you'll be best for the job. You're the fastest among us. He's among us. Sounds good? Then it's settled. We'll strike the avians from all around while you sneak in and get Roger out of there in one piece. waste me now. I'm too young to die. I have hopes, dreams. The person in this cage is clearly not Roger, but a very frantic Avian. You do your best to calm the Avian down and tell him that you'll free him. No one deserves to be sacrificed. Really? A human would do that for me? Wow, thank you. My name's Puckett. And yourself? Puckett seems to have relaxed slightly, but is quite unsure if he should trust you or not. You introduce yourself to Puckett and ask him what's going on. I'll start at the beginning. I'm a member of the Algius cult. We believe that the great Abulus demon Algius will someday rise to this world to display his awesome might. I never doubted it until now. Not too long ago, a very strange and frightening human showed up around here. He clad in all of his black armor, and the feeling of great evil struck fear into my heart. He and his followers began to spend a lot of time at our altar. Your heart nearly skips a beat as Puckett describes the Shadow Knight perfectly. You never thought your next witness would be an Avlion. Silently, you wait for Puckett to continue his tale. The Dark Stranger followers began transporting many boxes into the altar. I couldn't resist my curious nature, so I snuck in, intended to take a sneak peek inside the boxes. While hiding, I saw the man rise a strange glowing stone, a perfect square above his head. Suddenly, it was like a great storm had formed on the altar. Ordinary looking stones began to rise into the altar, as if they were somehow alive. They lumped together rapidly to form a humongous creature. It was terrifying. Did you hear that? That must be the mysterious creature we've been hearing about. It's created by the Cube of Gaia. You nod summarily. So the gigantic demon creature wreaking havoc in Trader Highlands was, in fact, the creature of the Shadow Knight. Just like the rock beetles in Desolate Mines, the Cube of Gaia had brought another stone monstrosity to life. As you can imagine, I was quite terrified, so I returned to my people and approached the Elder with what I saw. Now the Saint the Abulus demon Algius has risen into our realm. Since I was the first to lay eyes upon it, our teachings proclaim that I must be sacrificed to him. I tried my best to escape, but no matter how far I got, the Beastmakers and their game birds would find me. Please, I really want to get out of here. I have no choice against
Thank you
their
for listening
tracking
to
skills.
Seaberg1000.com.
If they really want to free me,
check out our web store on the site. We also have an eBay store. Search Seaberg Music Library, Inc.
If not, it's only a matter of time until I'm back here. Alright. Come here, birds. And masters of the burbs. I must... Pew 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 pew! There we go. Did you deal with everyone last one of them? They are the best fighters in our entire village. Puckett looks around, surprised to see how many Beastmasters have fallen. Fast! You defeated them so quickly. What kind of human are you? I'm an Avoya of Gaia. You explain to Puckett that you are an Avoya of Gaia, sent by the church in pursuit of the Shadow Knight. He is the one who used the Cube of Gaia to create the rock monsters in order to manipulate the Abbey. The Shadow Knight. You're after the same black-clad one I saw. Being around him felt so. Hey, wait a minute! I feel the same power from you. Not evil, but not quite as strong, but powerful. Puckett glances at Merely, looking uncomfortable. Puckett's sharp Avian sense have quickly discovered the similarities between you and the Shadow Knight. You are both Avoyas of Gaia, yet he senses that your power is not as strong as the Shadow Knight's. That's because he's a lady. Thank you. Or something, I can't remember exactly. I'm a little busy. Shut up! I'm working on it. I'm working on being stronger, damn it! The Shadow Knight is truly an evil man. I should be back at my camp, just singing, reading, and enjoying my day. I can't believe suddenly the piercing cry of a game bird interrupts Puckett as his eyes widen. No! They're after us again! No. So close to escape, but so far! Puckett looks out in panic. You ask Puckett if it's possible to break the controls that the Beastmaster have over the game birds. Game birds are still wild, so they're under a spell grasped by the Beastmaster. If you were to capture them and take them out of the spell's range, they should revert back to regular old wild game birds with no interest in us. Puckett hands you a Garni bag. These bags are normally used to transport sacrificial offerings. I bet you could use these to capture them. If you just have to take the game birds to the furthest place from the village and set them free. Alright. Alright, awesome, Ayako. Take care of the Beastmaster. Take care of a burb. Bird in a bag, because that's what we're all about now, kidnapping birds. Hey, it's in order to save the burbs, okay? All I want is to save the burbs. You have no control of the burbs! Where's your master, Burb? Burb, where's your master? It is not too far away. Bird's dead. Alright, we have 7 birds and bags. One. Why do we have to do this all singularly? Okay. Where's the music gone? Hold on. Just a second. There we go. You tell Puckett that the angriest game birds are free. They should no longer be a threat. Nice work. We have already seen some of the Beastmasters retreat back into camp. They seem now really confused now that there's quite a commotion about it. It's great. Such a relief that it's such a relief not to have to worry about being tracked down anymore. That's nice that the Speedmasters are taking care of it and all, but I'm still stuck in this cage. It takes a specific magical key to open it. You ask Puckett if he remembers where to find the key. If my remember is correct, the Aegis Arcus should have the key. I think he should be nearby praying to Argus, but he'll definitely be protected by guards. And he himself is a very skilled in magic. He won't go down so easily. But I have guns. Can you handle it, Nightavia? We come so far. Surely you can rescue me for real. Please get me out of here. Yes, so difficult, Puckett. You show the key to Puckett and watch his face light up in excitement. I can totally believe that my village would do this to me. Thank you so much for rescuing me from this horrible fate. I didn't believe you for a second that the rock monster summoned by the Shadow Knight was the astral demon Arceus, but our elders have managed to persuade everybody that it is. I don't think I can go back there. The elder has gone with the fake demon in the deep cavern in the southwest. I hope this helps you stop that evil Shadow Man. The evil Shadow Man. Shadow Knight, Puckett. Shadow Knight. You ask Puckett for any details regarding the Deep Cavern. Well, Deep Cavern is supposed to be an Avalon secret, but I already can't go back, so I might as well tell you everything. You have saved my life, after all. My people already intend to kill me. According to our legend, the great power of the absolute demon Aegis is sealed within the cave. If anyone were to unlock its power, they would be invincible. If the gigantic stone creature was already so powerful, I don't think anyone would be able to stop it. You look Puckett in the eye and tell him with all confidence that you will defeat it. I believe you. I really do. Unfortunately, I won't be able to run to see it. I really should leave this place. Once again, I thank you deeply for your help, Nightavia. If we meet again, I'll do my best to return the favor. After parting ways with Puckett, you think it's about time to check in with Wyatt. He needs to hear about the news that Roger has not been the one in the altar, as well as being the updated information from the Shadow Knight and the Rock Master mistaken for the abyssal demon Algas. I also think it might be a good idea to check in with God Leader Robinson. Tell Robinson about the Hunters team's failed attack and now how the team has fallen apart, leaving Roger missing. Not forgetting your encounter with the Avalons, you also describe Puckett's predicament with the Algris cult and their beliefs that the giant monster created by the Shadow Knight is the Abyss Demon Ascended. It seems like this giant creature you speak of has been hidden away in the secret deep cavern. My parole soldiers have yet to find any sign of the same. So this may be our best chance. As the deep cavern is Avalon territory, what happens next has no ties to the Hunters. Do you agree, Dalton? This deep cavern has nothing to do with our people, it is true. You may do as you wish in that regard, but be warned, that area is crawling with violent beasts. Not even our most skilled hunters dare to tread the areas unless they are absolutely have to. I think it's safe to say that the beast giant creature believes has entered. The Avalons believe the Agris has already entered the cavern. It seems both you and squad leader Robinson are in agreement. You must find the deep cavern and search for the Shadow Knight's recreation. Still uncertain about its location, you ask Robertson and Dillon if they have found it. This is this is just speculation, but I do believe Deep Cavern is the cave's entrance I had noticed in the southwest. While I was still a fair distance away from it, I felt an ominous sense about it, so I sent some troops to stand guard nearby it. Could this be the place? Robinson looked at Dalton to confirm. You're right, I believe. The ancient cavern would be very well one of the Avlians called Deep Cavern. Long ago, our people stopped going near there because the same feeling of which you spoke of now serves as a dwelling place for beasts. I am certain you won't be swayed from this dangerous plan. I would like to suggest that you return to the new moon hunting grounds at first and talk to Adian. He's the most familiar with the area and should be able to offer a fair bit of information about it. Not suspecting any cooperation whatsoever from Dalton, Robinson doesn't recall what else to say. Well, that's all for now, Nightavia. After speaking with that hunter, meet up with the vanguard soldiers near the cavern entrance. Now that I'm back in town, I'm gonna sell some stuff. Okay, sell that, that, put that on, put this on, wait, no. And switch this up. Boom. Now break the rest of it for... Oh, that's the Gaia stuff. So, discard. And discard that. And I guess, since we're also level 50, time to level up Ayako again, so she's also level 50. There you go, Ayako. And then use these dragon points. Okay, let's talk to Adrian. But actually first, I gotta go to the bathroom. So we're gonna take a quick BRB as I run to the bathroom real quick. Oh, Nitavia, what news? I didn't expect to see you back here anytime soon. We only just learned about that the missing hunter had begun to return to the village. How are things going on your end? Did you find any clues that you were after? You quickly explain all that happened to Adian and ask for any insight into Deep Cavern. Deep Cavern, eh? Well, not many people go near there anymore, especially not since the Albians of the Argus cult claim it's a holy place. According to rumors, it seems all the avian ancestors have left some magic circles inside that store of magic power. The cavern has gone unoccupied for ages, and is now home to many ferocious beasts, dwelling both in and outside of it. I can tell you for certain that their outer areas is occupied by aggressive Daimlotrons. They seem to have much more fierce than the ones that we have found anywhere else in our lands. I know if we're going to want to enter that cave, but please be careful. I do not know what lies within. What if the lurk outside is already an incredible threat? It's Nitavia! Great news! I never thought I'd see you out here in the wilderness. I'm first-class soldier Walters. I've seen you around Nevaeh. It's an honor to serve with you, Nitavia. You tell Walter why you are here, in hopes that he can help you get past the Daimtrudons and into the cave. Well, it's going to be difficult to get close to the cave entrance. Just look around and see how many vicious beasts there are. We only have a few people. Wouldn't that be we will be able to minimize our losses if we avoid a frontal attack. One hunter cuts into discussion. Sorry, I forgot to introduce you to you. This is Rachel from the Hunter Village. She's in charge of supplies for the hunting party. She's very familiar with this place. So Rachel, do you have any ideas? Nothing special. We need to simply prepare properly for the assault. Let's get to work. You're Nitavia, right? You're gonna need to find some fine needle cactus and bring me their needles. All other parties report to me. I'll give you respective assignments. Oh. That's what we got. Wow, amazing. Shocking. Maybe. Sort of. Kind of. I don't know anymore. What to think? There we go, finally got them. Time to go report to Rachel. He gave Rachel the thin sharp thorns of the fine needle cacti. Joyce. You work even faster than I imagined, Nitavia. Rachel takes the thorns from you. Good, now listen up everyone. You all have to work very carefully for this next step. I have here a bottle of anesthetic poison that we'll be applying to these thorns. Then we'll use the thorns as blow darts to take down the beast. When they become weakened, then we'll strike. I'm here right now, but my heart is always with my team. After I finish gathering supplies, I'm going back to support them. Be careful while handling these thorns. If you prick yourself, you'll be struck in a bed, recovering for quite a while. Rachel walks amongst the soldiers as they apply anesthetics to the needles. Rachel pauses in front of you and looks inside. While we prepare the blow darts, you will repair the blow pipes for us, Octavia. If you go to the west, you should come across many amorphous plants. These plants have hollow scents. So with just a bit of work, we can fashion them into blow pipes for our darts. Do you think you can handle the task tonight, Octavia? Great! I'll keep an eye over the soldiers here, so none of them getting themselves poisoned. If you don't have any questions, you can head out now. Everyone is still working on their blow darts, so I can't leave now. Do you think you can help me with something? You tell Rachel that you promised to help out as she's helping you. Well, I stayed to monitor the manufacturing of the blood darts. I could really help your help in hunting. I was in the region to hunt for our village when I spotted these soldiers. I heard a shaggy auction is nearby that I plan to hunt in order to replenish our food supply for the next few days. But now I'm pretty occupied with helping these soldiers. Okay. Easy enough. One, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, 10. ¿Dónde está siete? Parece que es un español. Speaking in Espanol, so siete and un Spanish. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just rambling out of my mouth like there's no tomorrow. Which I guess is the point of any streamer, is like, you need to find something to talk about even if you're alone. I don't really have any interesting stories nowadays. Give me your meat! I demand the meat! Okay? I already have food in my mouth, but the hunters asked for meat. After picking enough hollowed amorous stems, you return to hand them to Rachel. This is a fine collection of hollow amorous you've gathered, Octavia. They'll make an excellent blowpipe. Have you ever considered life as a hunter? You'll make a fine one, I'm sure. No, I'm good at being an Avoya Gaia for the church. So you hand Rachel the shaggy ox meat you have successfully hunted, and her eyes light up with joy. Are you certain you're not secretly a hunter, Octavia? This piece looks excellent, and you've gotten way more than I ever expected. Alright, looks like we're done. Gather around, everyone. I'll pass out the blow darts. We have enough for everyone. Next, I'll explain to you the rest of the plan. Remember, soldiers, these are sharp. Don't get struck by the thorns. We need each dart and every one of you in top shape. Walter reminds his team to handle the darts with care. It'll take a while before the anesthetics take action. We must first work on the Diatromdons. Nailed it. I speak with words. I'm really good speaking with words. So, you don't have to worry about me. I can speak good. I speak good English. Nitavia. And this is your Blizzard. Use it wisely and accurately. The battles ahead will be much easier. Okay, let's get off our mount. Oh, you can't use these stupid things while in combat? That's bullshit! A coconut tree in a coconut place.
Hi, this is Eric Singer, drummer for Kiss. Listen with me to Seaberg1000.com.
After using the tranquilizer dots on the dive troop... Hold on, I need to... After using the tranquilizer blow darts on the Diatrommondos, you return to Rachel with confirmation that the poison has taken its effect. It really worked. It's usually fast, but still, let's wait a moment to see how they react once they wake up. When they're still sluggish, it's the best time to strike. Patience is the key. Look at that! The Diatromdons can hardly stand. I had no idea Rachel's anesthetic could have such a profound effect. We learned a valuable tactic today, everyone. Now's our time to strike. Let's show them what the soldiers of the church can do. But before the poison wears off, kill as many Diatromdons as you are able. Nitavia, please join us. We'll try to advance directly to the cavern's entrance. Nod and look ahead. Noticing how the legs of the Diatromdons are shaking from simply standing, you can tell they are still aggressive, but their fighting capabilities are severely weakened. If something goes wrong, you know where to find us. Alright, soldiers? No more words. Time for action. You tell Walter that you have taken down the great mother numbers of Diatromdons and ask how everyone else has fared. We all fought together admirably, of course. We even managed to make it to the cavern's entrance before you. However, we never expected what we saw there. The stones on the ground, they started to move. When we took a closer look, we saw that these moving stones were actually some kind of strange bug. So there were so many of them that we decided to regroup back here. You tell Walter that you encountered such a bug before, and knowing how to take care of them, thinking back to the phenomenon of their minds, you are sure that You are sure that this is just not a coincidence. There's no doubt that the giant rock monsters that seen by Puckett created the Shadow Knight is a creation of the Shadow Knight and the Cube of Gaia. It must be hiding a deep meaning within the chaos. Our strength is not compared to yours, Nitavia. Just dealing with the weakened Dodgons were enough to tire us all out. Yet you're here, still full of fighting spirit. Walter, though tired, gives you a big smile. You tell Walter that you clear out the rock beetles surrounding the cavern entrance while soldiers recover their strength. Good thinking. We'll revive our strategy while you take care of those strange-looking rock creatures. Hey, buddy! I was talking! Alright, now I'm gonna go take care of the rock beetles. There's some serious ones, now for the aggregate. Over here! Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Nitavia, you're back, just in time. We discovered some vital information. Walter looks worried. This is Hermione. She is used to study a few basic spells at the Magic Academy. Hermione, please tell him what you discovered. At first, I thought I was just imagining things, so I didn't tell anyone. But here's what happened. While we were rushing closer and closer to the cave entrance, I felt a strong pressure from inside the cave. I think someone cast a spell on the entrance. Another one? God! Can't you just let us be and talk? Anyways. This spell is very advanced. As a junior sorceress, I've only learned the basics. At the academy, my mentor once mentioned an extremely powerful barrier spell that not only isolates area, but can bring harm to anyone who tries to pass through it by force. For our safety, I think we should examine the entrance before we try to enter to make sure that my senses are correct. You ask Hermione what she thinks you should do to help. I'm not skilled enough yet to cast magic telepathy on my own, but I think the Algiers rock beetles have some magic power resonating from the rocks from their bodies. If you can bring me some of these rocks, I may be able to harness the power. Nodding, you agree that you'll collect some of these rocks from the rock beetles and return shortly. Wow, I'm getting really unlucky with these rocks. Maybe if I just keep talking about the magical rocks, I will get a magical rock. See, just like that. All you have to do is keep talking about this stuff. Because if you keep talking about it, then you'll get it. It's how it works. It's called science. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but then again, that's science for you. But it works about, 90% of the time. You return to the cavern entrance, having collected a few stones from the rock beetle. God damn it, not another one! Okay. Nitavia, thank you for getting these for me. It's a big help. Hermione blushes in embarrassment. So let's see. Hermione gathers up the stones and begins to incant the spell. Hermione chants faster and faster as the magical light begins to oscillate in her hands. Yeah! The spell is complete, and an orb of light appears in Hermione's hands and begins to float. This crystal ball will serve as the magic energy detector. Hermione's energy seems completely drained after casting her spell. That's incredible, Hermione. Walter and the other soldiers begin to relax and smile at the beauty of the crystal ball. Nightavia, take this crystal ball and smash it right in front of the entrance. The magic energy it contains will make the invisible barrier appear, if there is one. It's the only way for us to see if my feeling is correct. Hermione wipes the sweat from her brow and tries to relax. Yep. You tell everyone that you did indeed see a barrier in front of the cave after smashing the crystal ball. So I was right. There really is a magical barrier there. I'm not sure what to do next. You ask Hermione if she's familiar with any ways to break the barrier. I'm just a junior level sorcerer. Let's not forget, out here, humans are not the only ones capable of casting spells, you know? For now. Yeah, our base move speed is 126, which is pretty interesting for only being level. Plus, avians and giants are capable of casting spells. Everyone knows that, right? Nobody responds, so Rachel sighs and continues to explain. It's possible that one of their groups has cast the spell. Even though they're not involved in this, they might know how to remove it. You ask Rachel what she suggests to do about gathering such information. As hunters, we are at war with the giants, and we hardly ever even talk to the avians. It will be hard for us just to walk up and ask for their help, obviously. I think the best course of action is to head towards the Stonehammer tribe. There you can meet with Tanner Jones, one of our expert hunters. If you two work together, I think you'll be able to capture some Stonehammer sorcerer for questioning. If you go meet with Tanner, it'll be great if you could deliver this meat to him from me. I'll still have to go to the New Moon hunting grounds to deliver supplies to drink, so that would save me some time. You greet Tanner and hand him a food that Rachel asked you deliver. Where did you get all of this? This is Rachel's delivery. Is she okay? You briefly introduce yourself and explain what's going on near the cabin. You're Nightavia. You're the Nightavia I keep hearing about. You gained quite a following back in the village. Every hunter keeps talking about your good deeds. I hear that without your help, an entire team of hunters would have met their doom. Good work, Nightavia. Tanner pats you on the back with a thankful smile on his face. I'm glad you made your way here, Nightavia. The situation here is getting grim. I think you've heard about this, but the giants definitely have some strange new weapon on their side. It seems to give them quite the boost of power. Let's work together on this, shall we? You use your superb fighting skills to take out these giants, while I can do... Well, I do what I can to find the answers you seek. After careful thought, you agree to work together will be the best decisions for both of you. With more people on your side who are familiar with the giants, you certainly will be able to uncover some information. Here's the first order of business. We'll destroy the materials the Stonehammer tribe has used to manufacture these powerful weapons. Atavia, you should have no trouble with this, right? Show me those legendary skills I keep hearing about. You mean my guns? It's not that hard to use guns, you know. Have you guys ever tried that? Tried using guns? Quattro. And back to murder! I like murdering. Kidding, no I don't. I like murdering, murdering in video games, that's fine. Fine. Having returned from smashing the ores used by the Stonehammer tribe to craft weapons, you tell Tanner your successful operation. You really are quite an unstoppable force. Just like the rumors say, with you on our side, I think we might be able to end this war soon. With such praise, Tanner seems to already consider you a trustworthy ally. The giants and the hunters have been feuding over these hunting grounds for ages now, really. But lately, the fighting has been unusually intense. I hope my brother is out there so we can put the heads together and lead this out. The war between the hunters and giants has persisted for many generations. Not only we have suffered casualties, but destruction of whole families. Since I became a leader amongst the hunters, I have sought out peace with the chief giant, the giant chief. The thing about the giants is, even though peace is like surrender, and for the giants, well, surrender is not in their nature. It seems if we want to negotiate the hunting rights, we have to outright defeat the giants, no matter what. It's the only way to get through to the chief, sadly. If we both know that if we want to succeed against the giants, we must first deal with their strange weapons. Otherwise, we'll be just beaten into submission, no matter how cunning of a plan we hatch. I have ordered my team to steal all the giants' weapons that they can. Please join us, Natavia. I don't think we'll ever succeed without you. I've done some investigating on your spell situation, and this is what I found. Tanner pauses for a moment before continuing. From what I learned about the giants, when their elders cast an arcane spell, he must use the medium. The medium is a simple ruined stone commonly found in human practices. From the barrier cast over the ancient layer is really a work of the giant elder. You should be able to find the corresponding runestones that cancel the spell. Finding the particular runestone is likely your safest bet for breaking the barrier. Perhaps if you were to collect as many runestones as you can from the giants, you'll be able to discern which one could remove the barrier. path. Let's get a fighter's axe. That was a fighter. Alright. Now time to grab a bunch of the rune stuff. Oh, medium experience crystal, eh? What are you trying to hide from Aiko here? You fools, give us what we want! Thank you for the runestone. It's fine. We don't need to keep yelling at people. Who needs to yell? It's crazy, right? You hand all over the runestones you managed to collect from the giant. None of these look like the ones we're after. Most of them are simply traps for putting out fires. There are even some for storing food. It seems that the barrier of the ancient lair is not of the one's giant's creation. After all your hard work, disarming and infiltrating the Stonehammer tribe, this revelation leaves you feeling quite discouraged. Chin up, Nightavia. Recovering these runestones is extremely useful for us. Now all we have to do is destroy them and the giants will be defenseless. Or some blah blah blah. In a huge pile before Tanner, you display with pride the large quantity of weapons you have stolen from the giant. The other hunters all gather around in awe. You dealt with the giants and the giant's critical blow was this, Nightavia. Who is that? A new hunter? The giant seems to be no match at all. This hunter looks a bit like the one everyone has been talking about. Your keen senses pick on the whispering amongst the other hunters, and your face reddens slightly. Tanner quickly realizes what's going on and smiles gleefully at you. Everybody, stop your yammering! This young lady is sent to us from Nevea. Nightavia, the one who single-handedly disarmed the Stonehammer tribe. Look at the giants. They are not only lost their weapons, but their morale as well. Their vanguard still has completely collapsed in chaos. Brave hunters, catch your breath, for soon we strike. After Tanner's loud speech, several hunters stand out and salute you. Ow. Tanner turns to look at you with a surprised smile on his face. Nightavia, you've done so much for us. Now it's my turn to help you. Nightavia, I hope you realize how much you helped us around here. The Stonehammer tribe is all but finished, but now that we occupy their land, victory is soon ours. Happy to help you. Ask Tanner what the next move is. You defeated them so thoroughly. Are you going to banish them forever? After hearing Merle speak, you would not wish for such harsh on anyone. You hope that peaceful solution will be found instead of banishment. Haha, don't worry, you'll see. After we took over the Stonehammer tribe's land, I was able to request a meeting with the giant's chief admin. Suddenly one of the elite hunters rushes over. Captain! Chief admin has accepted your request to negotiate. He's ready to talk. Just as I thought. Even though we are enemies, Chief Admin is definitely someone I respect. To win or lose, he has already made the next best possible decision to serve his people. Take this not only as expertise in warfare, but as a fair bit of courage. Everything is set in motion, then. I'll go discuss terms with Chief Admin. Nightavia, you should relax a while and enjoy what little luxuries we have at our camp. I'll be sure to ask the chief about this barrier for you. Tanner smiles at you and turns to leave, ready to put this battle to rest. Okay. I want to play this. When conscious. Oh, do I have to move? Okay. That's how it is sometimes. It doesn't move to activate. Okay, can we start this already?
Thank you for listening to Seaberg1000.com. To support our station, check out our web store on the site. We also have an eBay store. Search
All right,
Seaberg
boys.
Music Library, Inc.
Alright, let's go. Open fire, boys! Alright, guess? Giant still seems to be attacking the center. Not the right side, okay. Oh, and now the right side, okay. We don't have to worry about the left side anymore. Okay, awesome. Oh, fire will, boys! Oh, the left side is still being attacked. Give me those fort builders, too. Fort builders, please. And go get them, boys. Oh, it's the right side. Not attacking. Giants are only attacking from the center. Got it. Yay! We won! Well, wow, they're so stubborn. They couldn't just be like, yo, why don't we just share the hunting ground? Man. glad to hear it, Em, and I look forward to hunting with you someday. Let's be off now. Nailed it. We did good. Ow. You made a promise to share the hunting grounds with me, Dad. Oddman. Amen. From here on forward, the new moon hunting ground will be evenly shared between both the hunters and the giants. Hooray! This is a sheer victory. Peace, peace! This war, spanning generation after generation, is finally over. With everyone cheering joyfully, Tanner feels relief for the first time in what seems ages. You congratulate Tanner on the final and peaceful end of the war between the Hunter Mountain Village and the Stonehammer tribe. I owe this victory to you, Nightavia. Without your help during this trying time, I know we could have met Art's defeat. Merely looks slightly embarrassed and seems to really want to say something. Really? Are you not going to understand emotions again? Mary turns to Tanner. Noble human, I'm sorry. I thought you would just banish the giants from the land. You're just like that. You are just like Nightavia, a human truly worthy of respect. Tanner, taken by surprise, then begins to laugh as he turns back to you. Nightavia, what a unique partner you have. You nod and can't help to laugh along with Tanner. Ha 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 ha! That's the laugh I usually do for Mo. I think it is. Why do we always have By the way, Nightavia, I didn't forget about asking about this mysterious banner. Chief Admin said he definitely did not order any sort of barrier over the deep cavern. He actually thought I was attempting to mock the giants' lack of magical express. So the magical barrier has nothing to do with the giants at all. After failing with the Alvians is the only alternative, however. Thinking back on the rescue of Puckett and your resounding defeat over the Ulgris cult, simply asking the Alvians will no longer be an easy matter. While we're working to achieve peace with the giants, it seems that some issues have arisen. Our village chief has asked me if I could bear any of our teams deployed to the northwest. It seems something is going on there. According to the chief, the reports of signs of great battle, even the severe earthquakes, some seem to come from the northwest. He seems to send the majority of our hunters to investigate. I would have a look myself, but I must return to the village first and let the people know about the peace agreement we have reached with the giants. I need you to take charge in the northwest for me, Nightavia. Journey over there and find out what's really going on. Alright, cool. Investigation. Let's go. Who are you? Judging from your outfit, you're not a hunter. The young hunter looked at you fiercely. You explained that the war between the humans and giants is finally over. Tanner has formed a treaty of peace with the giants and has returned to the village to let everyone know. Oh, you know Tanner? I'm Juno. Juno looks suspiciously and turns to Roger. Hey, Roger! You tell the injured hunter that you were sent to the church in pursuit of the Shadow Knight, but for a moment, are here on Tanner's request to investigate the fighting in the northwest. Tanner, is he alright? I'm Roger Jones, his older brother. With wide eyes, you realize that the injured hunter before you is the missing Roger Jones. You never expected to come across him accidentally. You tell Roger about all that has transpired in the mountain village, on the hunting ground, and the Stonehammer tribe. The group led by his brother Tanner has recently completed peace talks with the Stonehammer giants. Really? Finally, it's over. My little brother. I'm so proud. Roger smiles sincerely and gazes off the down of the mountain. That's me, I wasn't so lucky. Obviously, I was focused on our retreat from the beast to statue altar. There, I got careless. In that brief moment, a so-called Agus managed to strike a terrible blow. After listening to Roger's tale, you asked if there's anything you could do to help. I certainly would not turn down some help from someone trusted by my little brother. But we are surrounded by carbonous toucans in this area. Juno here is just a rookie hunter. And I'm afraid he can't handle much of a single toucan, much less the carnivorous one. If you really want to help, please scare off the ferocious carnivorous toucans. It's dangerous in my condition to be surrounded by meat-eating birds. I really appreciate being able to lower my guard down for a moment. And Juno, looking very anxious, stares towards the trail without a word. He's looking like he's afraid of what he might see walking down the road. You question Juno, trying to figure out what's the matter. Juno, embarrassed, struggles to answer. I've been wanting to get some toucan feathers to keep Roger warm, but I don't think I have any trouble. I don't think I'd have any trouble doing so on my own. But this forest is haunted. I'm too scared to move from the spot. Supernatural things are too scary. Too scary, eh? Too scary, eh? Too scary, eh, Juno? Concerned, you follow Juno's gaze down the end of the trail, but see nothing at all. I mean, it's really haunted. While I was making a retreat earlier, I saw a translucent ghost drifting right in front of me. I'm not lying, I swear! No one believes me. It's true, I'm a coward, but I still wish I could go get some toucan stick fluff for Roger. Juno looks really quite scared. After seeing how scared Juno is, but how much she wants to help, you make up your mind to get the feathers for Roger. At least, even if the forest is haunted. Really? You can do that for us? That's great. I can't make it myself to take a single step into that haunted forest. Mainly not you two. She's my partner. I can make fun of her all I want. Take care of the carnivorous ones real quick, so that way we can just keep our focus on the swift ones. Where are you, swift ones? Stick fluff. That's easy enough. Nope. Can't be that easy to get all the fluff. Okay, never mind about that. We did get some decent fluff. So, everything should be fine, right? We got fluff. Everything's fine. Except for, I gotta go to the bathroom again. So we'll be right back. Again. Alright, we're back. You're still you, right, Nightavia? You're not possessed or ghost, right? Juno's still on alert, even while accepting the fluffy feathers you have brought. Juno lowers his guard, but still glances around cautiously. You do your best to reassure him that you are in fact you. You tell Roger that you've taken care of the carnivorous toucan problem. Thank you, Nightavia. Now I can finally relax, even for just a moment. If you haven't come along, it's quite possible that I've already been a meal for them. I'm so lucky that you came along. I was at a loss trying to figure out what to do next. I can't just leave Roger alone, cold and hungry. Juno looks a little embarrassed. Even though the village isn't too far away, I don't think Roger can make it in his condition. He needs to recover a bit more before we try to make our way back home. I would like to get some firewood to keep us warm, but Juno looks at you. I'm embarrassing myself again, but could you get us some firewood? You're made out for the hunter life. And you're scared of supernatural things. In a world full of magic, after all. Give Juno all the dry twigs you could find. Juno sets them on the ground and quickly starts a fire. Nightavia, why not rest by the fire with us? You've already done so much to help. I'm sure Roger would love to talk to you if you can spare the time. I've really been worried about everything that's been going on lately. No time to rest. I have work to do. I really admire your courage, Nightavia, coming out here alone, fighting a war that you don't really need to. You ask Roger if he knows anything about the ghost that Juno is afraid of. A ghost? Oh, he must be talking about it. Ugh. Arg. Roger clutched at the wound in his abdomen and his pain, trembling and dripping sweat. Roger looks like he can hardly keep it together. You gently lay a hand on Roger's shoulder and ask him if anything you can do to help. Nightavia, Highland Musk. Somewhere in the northwest of the forest, there's a creature called the Highland Musk. Roger cringes in pain as he tries to talk. The musk has a high pain-killing effect. It would reveal some of this pain. Can you get it for me? Please, hurry. Let me go mad from this pain. What? The fuck? I can't be just captured without a fight. How's that possible? Nailed it. got the cold musk right away. Boom. Nailed it. We great. We powerful. You quickly give Roger the cold mollusk and watch as he silently applies it to his wound without a word. Thank you, Nitavia. After a few minutes, Roger seems much more relaxed. The pain-killing effect of the mollusk seems to have already begun to work. This wound is very serious. Even though it has received the best treatment to be accepted out in the wild, it definitely needs to be taken care of by a doctor and merely inspect Roger's injuries. Administering basic first aid. Haha, my wound dressing was done by Juno. Pretty good for a rookie to have such a serious injury. If he only could get over his mental barrier of fear, he would become an excellent hunter someday. He's a fucking whip! I'm gonna say that to him every time I see him, so that way if we can beat into him that fear. If we keep bullying him, it's going to work eventually. At least that's what I think. Because he's a whip! Sorry, Gino. But not really. Roger looks over to see his Juno staring into the dark forest. As for this ghost Juno mentioned, we first heard about it back in the village. Supposedly, a child saw a female ghost near the forest edge, floating in the air. While we were retreating from the beast statue altar, we also saw this female ghost. I thought it was just just because I was dizzy with pain, but if Jarno saw her too. Well, even I did see this female figure. There's no reason to believe that she is a ghost. During all that chaos, our imaginations could have run wild. Other than that, I have no clear answer for this. Juno, I think I'm ready well enough to travel. While my pain is not too bad, let's try to head back to the village quickly. Roger, still under the pain-numbing effect of the cold mollusk, seems to be ready to return. But Roger, you can barely even walk right now. The path home with crawling was ferocious as Donald Tremodon. There's no way we can make it back in one piece. There's also Juno looks nervously in the direction of the dark forest. Have you quickly forgotten your partner here? Roger smiles at you. Nitavia can go ahead and make the way safe for us. I am not worried in the slightest. You nod to Roger and tell Juno that it's no problem for you to clear the Diatromodons out of the way. We're ready whenever you are, Nitavia. Say the word and we'll hit the road. Okay, cool. No, I could. Dinner time's after this, okay? I have lots of things I'm going to be doing after stream, so... Let's get our bullets reloaded. And last one. Do this Maya character. A bewitching figure gracefully floats in the air before you. It's just the ghost Juno and Roger has seen. She slowly descends onto the ground. Oh, I know you. You're the one poking around the deep cavern. Has your quest brought you to me? Maya smiles at you directly, her eyes piercing with into the depths of your soul. You are completely stunned by the strange woman. You boldly approach this mysterious woman and ask what she knows about the barrier spell cast upon the entrance to the deep cavern. It is true. You're the one who's been poking around there. It's a fairly simple spell to break. Not an issue for someone like me at all. She smooths back her hair, eyes staring at you intently. Be careful, partner. This lady is another envoy of Gaia. I think her name is Maya. Merely quietly whispers to you and moves to stand between you and Maya. What are you nervous? Oh. Did you meet my Eidolon, perhaps? Smiling as she speaks, suddenly the mysterious woman's Eidolon appears right in front of you. Completely taken by surprise, you realize that this Eidolon is the ghost you fought earlier. You brace yourself, ready for a fight. Relax. I don't intend to fight you for no good reason. Perhaps we can work together, yes? I have been on a bit of an issue with these Avalons. As you can see, I'll be in a very, very bad mood until it gets resolved. These filthy birds snuck in while I was otherwise occupied and made off with my magic equipment. I tried to simply ask them where they took it, but they didn't cooperate. Dirty, smelly Avalons. Let's make a deal, shall we? Envoya to Envoya. I don't want to be around these filthy birds any longer, so if you could retrieve my equipment, then I'll return the favor by dispelling the barrier blocking the entrance of the deep cave. Sound fair? I certainly think so. You quickly overthink and then nod in agreement. Even though you hardly know a thing about this other Envoya, you are going to have to deal with the Avalons eventually. Perhaps helping each other will save some time. She really can easily break the barrier. Excellent. Oh, and one more thing. I want these Avalons to suffer for what they've done to me. You can make that work. You can make sure of that, right? I have guns. I think I can make that work. Alright, cool. That was easy enough. It's as simple as just beat, betray. After having to deal with so many Algir's disciples, you return to Maya with the news. Excellent. The faster you do as I say, the faster we can leave this filthy place. Now that you have shown these Avalons the wrath of Maya, the wrath of Octavia, actually, you didn't do shit. You just sat here. It's time to sneak into the stupid Avian lair. And don't worry. I'll keep my promise. I always keep my promises. So it's true that it's so easy to break the magic barrier and cast on the deep cavern, but I still need your help. You can't expect me to do everything on my own, right? You uncertain whether or not Maya is simply trying to use you, you already agreed to help. So you tell her that you'll do what you can to assist. First of all, you were indeed right. The Avalons are the ones you create. The ones you created that annoying barrier. But the Avalons didn't create such a spell like that without having a magical circle somewhere else. You see, if that circle is broken, the barrier will drastically weaken and easy to dispel. As stupid and filthy as they are, the Avalons are not complete idiots. This critical magical circle will definitely be safe. A safety is situated in their village. Maya looks further in the direction of the Avian.
24 hours a day at Seaberg1000.com.
I will leave it up to you to get in there and destroy the magic circle. I can't stand to be around those dirt-smelling birdmen. Hey! Out of chakras are great in D&D. You know, I made one, and I liked him. He's my bird boy. I like my bird boy. Easy enough fights. You tell Maya that the magic circle is destroyed. She smiles wildly. Perfect. I'm so glad. That annoying magic circle is finally out of the picture. Maya suddenly stops smiling and stares at you seriously. It's actually quite creepy. Your shrinks is quite surprising, even for an envoy of Gaia. Well, no need to make a fuss, I guess. Don't look at me like that. It's only an observation. You certainly move quickly. With this pace, we'll be able to break through the barrier in no time. Maya smiles strangely, but it seems genuine. But it seems genuinely want to help. You think? To fully break this magic spell, we'll have to find the one who cast it. That sort of thing is common knowledge, right? However, after all the commotion in the village, the guards are certainly going to keep their allocates safe. In this case, we must terminate the guards and sorcerers getting in our way. Then we'll be able to proceed with our plan. Remembering that Maya would say this would be easy, you frown slightly at how many tasks Maya has assigned you. What are you waiting for? Do you think killing the guards and sorcerers isn't enough? Well, I guess if you can take down more if you like. Birdmen. I like birdmen, so. Birds are just cool, you know? I really like birds, as if you can't tell. You tell Maya that you have taken out the majority of the guards and sorcerers at the Algris Helm. Perfect. Now an entire alien village has lost its defenses. All that's left is locate I am never gonna pronounce that right, and I'm gonna make sure it's different every time. He's the one who can cast the barrier spell. Sujala! Shiwala is the deacon of the Algis court. Wait here, and I'll cast a location spell that will reveal him to us. Maya mumbled the strange words that she cast as she cast the location spell. According to Maya, this Shulaha is the one who cast the barrier spell. If she is correct and he is to be found, the spell will soon be broken. Come on, Shuhala. I don't think you can hide from me. That's it! I see him! Maya bounced vigorously. A confident smile spreads across her face. Wait, what's happening? Zulaha's aura. It disappeared. No, I was so close! So close to seeing him where he's hiding. Those Avalons annoy me to no end. If it wasn't for that magic weapon, I'd never stay in such an awful place. I don't have time for this. The stupid, filthy Algar sorcerers must be on to us. They know we're after Zulhala. They must be uniting their strength to keep them hiding it from my sight. Maya looks furious. You ask Maya how she would like to proceed. Natavia, I I know you're already taking out a lot of the Algiers Courts members today, but you're gonna have to head back in there and fight some more. I need some Algiers sorcerers taken out of the picture, otherwise they'll just keep Zulhala's location concealed. I don't think I have to remind you that the sorcerers will certainly be under the protection of some Algiers galleators, but they have some stinky, goofy looking. Don't underestimate them, understand? Understand? And you have another quest. Ugh, why is this taking so long? At this rate, I'll run out of my magic power real soon. You must get me something to help me replenish what I'm losing. Those stars from those dying sorcerers would do nicely. I should definitely be able to absorb whatever remaining magic resides within. I gotta say, a younger soldier girl from earlier, obviously a beginner with magic, was the one who gave me this idea. Absorbing the magic essence from the rock beetles was good thinking. I don't normally have to do this sort of thing, of course, but I'm glad you guys thought of it. You gaze up into the distance as you think about what Maya said. How did she know what happened earlier outside the deep cavern? Was Maya there, or did she use some kind of magic to oversee from the afar? What are you standing there for? This is why I'm running out of magic. Get me the staff! About to leave in a hurry, Merely approaches you in a worried look. Master, is everything okay? This woman's acting really weird. Even though you two are suspicious of Maya's intent, it doesn't seem she really wants to take down the barrier. For the moment, you have no better idea, so you decide to go along with Maya's plan. See, we're gonna do the the gladiators. Jesus Christ, I can't word. I can't do words. I never have been able to. We'll take care of them first, so that way we can just worry about the sorcerers and beat them up until we have all the staffs. Alright, easy enough. Easy peasy. We're good with guns, you know. People underestimate the guns. These babies are great. Stop going after me, gladiators. Wow, I really can't speak. One staff. Two staffs. Can we get 3 in a row? No, we can't. How about 4 times the charm? Heck yeah. Have you taken care of those awful sorcerers yet? I can't believe I wasted so much of my magic on that tracking spell only to be swatted by Alvians. Those birds will pay. Maya looks very displeased. You collect the Agilus Cursed staff and give them to Maya. Maya absorbs them into her body, smiling as her magic gradually returns. It seems that if almost are fully restored, sweetie, I guess I should thank you for giving me this idea. This part should be easy, Maya giggles. An orb of light appears with a gesture for hand. This magic bell will guide you to the source of the magic. At least I'm pretty sure it will. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure it'll help you find Zujala. I think I finally figured out actually how to pronounce his name. Now listen carefully. You need to find Zujala's Agilus Ritual Codex. That will have spells for barriers in it. With it, I will be able to take the barrier down. Alright, simple enough. Nope, not yet. Alright, so not dinner time yet. We have lots of work to do yet. Actually, probably not that much work yet left. Human, you're behind all of this, aren't you? Okay. Fight me, Zoala! Yes, the virtual codex is over. Maya flips quickly through the pages, scanning the text. What the? This is a bunch of useless junk. What are these spells? Magical incarnations? Maya seems quite upset. Guess there's some useful reference material. Maya appears to be disappointed until she realizes you're staring right at her. Most mages can't handle the magical barriers since the art has been lost. Lucky for you, lost arts are my specialty. Maya's expression directly changes from one of fury to a broad smile. Let me take a look at that book. Maya flips to the Argus Ritual Codex. Even easier than I thought. Maya turns to you, feeling a rush of air rumbling through in the air. And done. The barrier seal of the deep cavern is gone. Now I'll keep up my end of the deal, right? And now I've kept up my end of the deal, right? You look at Maya with suspicion. This all seemed a little too easy. What? Don't you trust me? Go check out for yourself. Okay. Gone. Thank you. Now we have hell mode. Okay, cool. Status report, Robinson. Natavia, I'm glad you came. This trained lady says here you know her. She just barged in here, almost reckoning our plan. Natavia, don't you forget about the deal we made. You promised to bring me that magic equipment. It's the only reason why I helped you dismiss the magic barrier. You tell Robinson that you know how Maya helped you as well as what happened is the Alligator's portal. What she said is really true. You have my apologies then. Robinson apologizes to Maya, bowing his head respectfully. Oh, not a problem. If it really bothered me, then I would turn you into a toad or something. The soldiers stared at Maya in disbelief. Walter told me that both the cult leader Zalna and Algius are here. This way behind the hunters group, This is way beyond the hunters group, so I brought in some help. You agree that this would be too much for them and suggest that they hold ground and protect their area from attack. Robinson looks displeased. Natavia's right. The people inside are another level. You'll be committing suicide if you rush in. Let Natavia go along. Everyone else will just be killed by trying to protect you. Blast it. Alexa, exit. Blast it. Robinson snarls, glaring at Maya. He bites Robinson starts glaring at Maya. He bites back whatever retort he has. Fine, I get it. Stay ill. If you need help, just shout. We'll come running regardless. Alright, let's do Psycho. Yeah, I knew the fatal attraction, well, the decoy would pose on him soon enough. Falcon, you need to help us here. Help me attack the bird first. Okay? Alright, let's go. Easy enough. Yes, I finally have it. The Eye of Algius. You're more capable than I imagined. But even you couldn't get rid of my obstacles. Don't worry. I was just testing your skills, right? It would be unwise to battle with me. Any slower and those fox Argios will run out of the nest. Do you want to know the truth? I didn't get to read the last part. Yes, finally. The Eye of Argius is mine. I contain potion of pearls with laughter. Something's definitely not right here. You ask Maya what's going on. You don't have to worry. You don't have anything to complain about, my dear Nightavia. Maya declares, laughing. Correct. I was the one who cast the magical barrier on the entrance to the cave. I can remove it with a mere click of my fingers. Everything I have done, I was done in pursuit of the ancient artifact, the Eye of Argius. So you're the one who's behind all of this, merely moves towards Maya, spoiling for a fight, watching her every move. Yes, it's true that I wanted the Avian village artifact, but so what? I haven't done badly out here. You haven't done badly out here out of this either, have you? If it were for me trapping Argius here, you and your pathetic hunter village would have been since been razed to the ground. Each of us was simply taking what he needed. But I think now is the time to put an end to our little partnership. The fight just now has disrupted the monsters within the cave, but more importantly, Egger is lying deep within that same cave. Now that I have my magic barrier is no longer in place, not only do you have the bugs to worry about, but also Argius, who could leave this cave at any moment. So this is a very interesting dungeon. It's one of those dungeons where you don't expect. Also, is any of the guns better? This gun would get us moose movement, but our Harvey one does give us moose movement. But what about the claws? The claws are not better either, so let's grab the claws and just disassemble them. Same with this, and this. Hey, those guns are better, and they give us mood speedment. So, sorry, Harvey. I'm gonna keep it around. Okay? Okay? Because I'm gonna need it later anyways, so. And let's just, screw it, grab these. And then just chuck it. Because we don't need it. Oh, you guys have some more Dimetronodons! I can speak good with words. So what I was saying earlier about this dungeon, it's a really interesting dungeon because I think it's the only time where you can defeat one of like 2 times where you can defeat like every two bosses monsters before battling both monsters. So you could battle all of them and then just take out the 2 bosses and then call it and then be either done. Because what you normally do, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go in here and fight the second boss battle, but you can also go this direction and take out everything until the end of the dungeon, which is what I typically do, and I'm going to do this time. And I think the only other time is Obelisk Woods dungeon, where you can take out the attacks for the second boss, and then go back and get it for the first boss. Because it's not obvious at first which direction you're supposed to go first. So, and the same goes for this kind of situation too, where it's like, were you supposed to turn? No. Because I did that too. When I got to the end of this dungeon, I was like, where's the bosses? Yeah, because Agulus will appear from right here. So you have to go back and fight him. Fight Atticly. Alright, cool. Okay, so then nothing matters here. Alright, and boom! Yo. Echo. And boom, 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 boom! Bah! Cannon. Don't need cannons. Not a better. So these 2 can also be destroyed. And now we just go off and fight the last boss in the dungeon and call this dungeon a done. Because I already taken care of all the monsters on the way. Put the trap down. Ha! doesn't understand. Nailed it. Oh! Boots. Or better. And I think these gloves are better. Let's see. I'll use them for now. You can always try to get something better later. So now back to the village. Boom, 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 ba boom, ba doop, boom, 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 boom. Life in the Hunter Village is peaceful again, thanks to you. You should be proud. You defeated giants, stopped the war, and even ended a hidden threat. Dallin nods respectfully to you before turning to Robinson. And you too. You're both heroes. I didn't do anything worth praise. Robinson looked away. Dalton put his hands on Robinson's shoulder. If you hadn't guarded us, dozens of people would have been killed. Natavia, I specially wrote this letter of thanks for you. When you get back to Nevea, please take it to the church for me. There is no way we can repay you. You're always welcome here, though. We'll keep a bed and a meal waiting for you. Leaving so soon, Natavia? Why not stay and join the celebration? You thank Kara for her invitation, but declined. You still have things to do. The Shadow Knight is still on the loose. One of these days, Kara smiles playfully. Natavia! Tanner's voice carries amazingly well. I know I already thanked you for helping make peace between the hunters and the giants, but I want you to thank you again. Thank you, Natavia. Because of you, we should have an older brother. You assure him that he does not need to thank you and ask how Roger's doing. Well, his first aid kits are improving so naturally. Juno is still a bit timid, but he'll be improved in no time. That's enough, Tanner. Natavia still has lots to do, so hurry up and bon voyage, Natavia. So, with that, we have finished Trado Highlands. And I am getting a headache once again, so I'm going to have to cut the stream off short as I have to tend to do. But we are gonna get both of these quests over to the Grand Bishop. So let's grab these quickly while we're at it, since we are here in Nevea. So, except for this one, because this one's in Cockrat Forest. But let's grab Taylor's. Okay. So let's go talk to the Grand Bishop a bit and call it a stream. A nice 3-hour bonus stream. I have streamed so much this week. Let's see.
Thank you for listening to Seaberg1000.com.
To
support our station, check out our web store on the site.
We had a good
we also have an eBay store.
Stream
Search Seaberg Music Library Inc.
Arceus. And another about 2.5 if we do tomorrow in 2 months. That's usually how long we go between so. And if you are watching the stream still, you are definitely welcome to join us for Gmod tomorrow. If it does happen, I will let you know. We do have the Discord, so I'll report to the. An Avoya Gaia will be contracted by Eidolons, formerly shaped as Gaia. If the Eidolon accepts the Avoya, they will join. Their powers will grow. But even after an Eidolon is accepted, some Avoyas pursue even more powers until they cannot control it anymore. Grand Bishop says conventionally. Okay, so yeah, this is you tell a bit firmness about the events surrounding the Martian in full detail. You conclude that your story was the defeat of the Separate Cree. You opt to leave out your worries about Alex out. It looks like sending you was the right choice, Antavia. Things would be much worse without you around. So the Shadow Knight did not join with the corpse bandits. His only interest seemed to be mastering the Cube of Gaia. The Shadow Knight seems to understand how it works at a basic level. If he keeps using it to mutate creatures, we will have a serious problem. Alright, and then this one as well. And I'll approach Bishop again. You pass Alan's letter over and briefly recount what happened in the Trader Handland. His eyes skim the letter as he listens to you. I'm glad that you helped out the Hunter village, took care of Argus before things got worse, and eliminated that monster. What's more, we learned something from all of this. It seems that the Shadow Knight have already known how to use the Cube of Gaia to create monsters. The mind beetles in the Delshut mines were simple. Argus, though, that showed some real expertise. You can't help but to feel uneasy. The Cube of Gaia was supposedly created the world and all of its creatures. If the Shadow Knight is able to control it completely, I try to imagine how much damage he could do with it. And that's where we're gonna kind of end this one. So, thank you all so much for watching this stream. I really had some fun, but again, I'm getting a headache, and I guess I can't control myself doing more than one area at a time, especially now reading everything, and really am paying attention to the story now. Because it's an MMO. It doesn't care about the story. It doesn't seem like a lot of people do care about stories. But, you know, this is what the stream is for. It's like now it's bringing the story to public knowledge. Because it's always going to be up on YouTube with the archive, with all the other archives. Anyways, so, like I said earlier about that Gmod is unsure because I know Random said he might not be around, and Alexa also said she might not be around. So, and I would hate to do Gmod with like just me and Steve or Sally. I would want at least 4 people to be playing. So, if that is the case, then we will not be doing Gmod tomorrow. And we'll just hold off until next week, which hopefully will be when Madcap is back, and then we can finally start a new Minecraft mod pack. That is also something we need to talk about, because I don't think we are fully set on doing all the mod 6. I was unsure of last time we were talking, but Kito said he might want to join us for this one, so if that's the case, we would want to make sure it's a map pack he would be okay with doing too, because something. So we're definitely gonna have to talk about that more, but we can't really do that with Madcap on vacation still. So, and he'll be on vacation for like another week, so which just sucks because that means we don't have all the time in the world to talk about the Book of Boba Fett. And, you know, it's really getting interesting, and the season's almost over, so I think it's 7 episodes this season, so, or we have to wait for more Mandalorian for that part of the story, because, gosh darn it, Book of Boba Fett is so interesting. I almost called it The Mandalorian, but honestly, that's what the 2 past episodes have felt like. They just felt like episodes of The Mandalorian. Like, literally, in the past 2 episodes, Boba Fett was in one scene. It's like, how dare you call it the Book of Boba Fett if Boba Fett is not in in an entire episode? Like, come on. Anyways, I think I should find someone to raid before I get too angry with that. So. I didn't see anyone on my... Okay, no one on my followers. But I saw a couple potential... a couple potential. Oh, he's already offline. Rat. Option 1, and then your option 2. And it will really, I think it will come down to what you play. Okay, I think we're gonna be raiding Cyberfox. So he's playing some Dying Light 2.
This place probably.
So I hope you all enjoyed my stream tonight. Like I said, I am unsure about weekend streams. So I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to use, I'm going to be using the raid command so that you guys can copy and paste the raid message when we go hit the raid. So I will see you all tomorrow, or maybe Wednesday, depending on when we go live next. Woo!